Russia knows this is World War III. Now, Russia knows this is World War III, and all its actions are geared to fight and win this winner-take-all global war cooked up by the late British madman Halford Mackinder and hijacked by the Purple Gang psychopath. Everything that Russia does is painted by the Western stooge press as acts of desperation or stupidity or cowardice or moral bankruptcy. Take, for example, the case of the old T-62 tanks that the Kremlin is refurbishing and sending to the front. It's not desperation, it's determination. Russians fight wars like they are acts of national physical survival because they are. The Russians will empty museums for weapons. They will burn their own villages to deny them to invaders. They will starve their own children to feed the soldiers. They will do any damn thing, including burning down Moscow and counting their dead in the tens of millions. They will empty the prisons and send the prisoners to the front. Recently, one Wagner convict turned cannon fodder won a Russian medal for courage in combat. He had been in prison for beating his grandmother to death with a hammer. Hey, what a guy, huh? The West saw this as a sort of combo act of desperation and moral bankruptcy. Nope. It's just survival business as usual in Asia, when you have been battling Mongols and Tartars and the Waffen SS and similar naughty fellows for centuries who are determined to kill and or enslave every last Russian. You just do whatever you got to do and never mind the pesky details. That's the way the Asian wars are fought, and there is no point in getting your Western panties in a twist about it. Previously, I thought the Russians would make a massive dash for Kiev, but I was dead wrong. It now appears that their primary goal is to butcher every last Ukrainian dimwit and barber every last Western bar sweep mercenary with thermobaric bombs and blast to scrap all their war equipment. On May the 20th, the last remaining Ukrainian idiots and backmen were driven out of their rat hole by a terrific bombardment of incendiary weapons. Idiots get pissed because I mock Ukrainians as fools instead of tipping my hat to their alleged bravery. Ha! Hey, the NWO slave masters love to paint everything as moral or immoral because guess who controls the media that doles out our daily servants of moralistic slop? Slop, that's all it is. They don't want us to think for ourselves or apply even the most basic common sense to any situation, because if we did, we'd see all this crap for what it is. Purple Gang cynics beating us with rolled up newspapers like we were misbehaving dogs, which we are. Still don't get it? Imagine the headline. Quote, brave man gets bent over being crushed by a train while standing on track smoking pot, unquote. No, any such person is just a damn stupid Darwinian reject, and the planet is better off without him. Okay, so what's next? My guess is that the Russians will roll over every Nobrinian battalion that doesn't immediately come out of their trenches begging for mercy and buckwheat soup. It's over, Rover. See you next week.